welcome back to my channel. On today's video, this is pretty overdue if you know me. You guys know I love liner. I wear liner almost every time that I wear makeup, and so I thought today my video could be about how I do my cat eye and some tips for you to be able to do your cat eye. Now, I have been obsessed with liner ever since I was 15. I would always want to wear black liner. I just loved it, and over the years I just have learned more and more and more, and so here I am today with the cat eye that I wear every day that so many of you like and so many of you have requested to see how I do it. So first of all, I wanted to talk about a few liners that you can use yourself. Now there's I can't even describe the insane amount of products out there that are available for you guys to use, but personally I like liquid. I don't like pencil. I mean, I like pencil for like under the eye. Under the eye should just almost always be pencil, sometimes gel. But I don't like pencil on top of the lid. I feel like if you're trying to do a cat eye, it's gonna be a lot of cleanup and it's gonna take you a long time. I don't like gel. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it because I do use it on all of my clients, because when you're doing it on someone else, it's a lot easier. But for some reason, when I'm doing it on myself, I have a super hard time. I don't know why. It's not that I have a hard time. I guess I'm just so used to using liquid and it being so fast that with gel, it takes a few extra minutes and I'm too impatient. I'm like, this just takes too long. So I have one there. I will say that my favorite black liner that I've used is the Maybelline Blackest Black Gel Liner. Also the Tartist? I don't know. That liner from Tarte is also really nice because it's very creamy. So if you're gonna go with gel, I would definitely go with those. Now they also have liquid liners that are in a marker, and that's gonna be like your Stila Stay liner, the Kat Von D ink liners. Those are gonna be two really good options because they don't really move and they're really easy to use. And if you want a really affordable option, at Ulta they have this brand called Essence that a lot of people don't really know about, and they're super affordable. And I've tried a few of their things and I can understand where some of their things I'm like, okay, it could be better. But I've tried their brow gel and their liquid pen liners and they're really good. I have to say that I was obsessed with their pen liner for over a year. I got some of my family on it and it's just a really good product. I think it's like $2.39 too. So then for liquid liners, now I'm talking about the ones that are they have a little pot and a little brush. My two favorite ones right now that I have been die hard for is the NYC Liquid Liner and the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. Both of these are amazing. I do have a slight preference for this one, mainly because it's a little bit more affordable and I just like the applicator a little bit more. It has a shorter handle, whereas the NYX handle is this long. But they're both gonna be very similar. I do kind of prefer this one, and it's actually gonna be the one that I use today. I just feel like it's 100% totally black. I don't have to go over it 100 times to make it that jet black color, and I'm able to get that really sharp line that I want. So without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start showing you guys how I do this. And it is gonna be a talk through, so bear with me if I start rambling. So one of the first things I tell people is when they're using liquid liner, they don't like to use it because they're like, well, I just put it on and then it's this big black mark and it looks so ugly and then blah, blah, blah. Well, one of the smallest little things that you can do is when you take it out, instead of just plopping it on your eye, I mean, if you look at it, it has so much ink on it. So that's why you're gonna get that super dark mark. So what I do every single time is when I take it out, I swirl it on the inside rim and then I pull it on one side and I pull it on the other side. And the reason I do that is to get that sharp edge. You can turn it this way and see how much sharper it is just with that one step. Okay, my other tip is, there's a cat hair. Alright. My other tip is that when you're gonna work with liquid liner, always put your pinky down as like an anchor. So a lot of times I'll do this number to help me steady my hand. And the first line I'm gonna do is from the corner of my eye going out. And the reason I want to do it going out is because if I do the opposite going in, I'm not gonna get as sharp a line as I want. Then the second line I draw is gonna be from the point going down to meet my lash line. Now the only difference is I'm not gonna go right at the point because I want that to stay sharp. So I'm actually gonna place my brush a little bit inside of the point so that I still have that sharp edge. Like that. And then the next line is gonna go from the inner corner, meeting up with that line there. After that, all I do is fill it in. And again, you wanna be careful filling it in near the point because remember that's where it's super sharp and you want it to stay sharp. Okay, so that's the first side. And then as far as what angle to draw your line at, there's different preferences. I've met a lot of people that like it straight. I've met a lot of people that say go towards the end of your eyebrow. But for me personally, that's too angled up sometimes. So what I do is I don't go totally straight out, but I go a little bit more up. I realized that if you have smaller eyelids, people will usually go more straight out, and if you have larger eyelids, they'll go a little bit more angled. So you gotta play around, do it straight one day, then up, and see how you feel too. Alright guys, and that is it. So as you saw, eyeliner is really just like 4 steps. It's just a line out, a line in, your inner corner, and fill it in. And that's it. One last tip I wanted to give you guys is don't become so fixated on having to make it absolutely perfect. As long as you start to get your angles right and in a comfortable spot, they don't have to exactly match. 10 times out of 10, my eyeliners never match perfectly just because they come out different. But as long as they're similar enough, you're totally okay, love. So start getting that practice in. Remember that it's just makeup. It doesn't have to be totally perfect every time. It will come off at the end of the day. But you gotta get that practice in or you're never gonna get better at doing it. So if eyeliner is one of those things that you don't feel totally comfortable with, just try to practice as much as you can. And then that's it guys. I hope you guys really love this video. I really enjoyed making this one. You guys know that liner is my favorite thing. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye loves. Hold on just a second. Riley said that there's a Pokemon outside. Let's see who it is. Meow, 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 meow. There's a Pikachu. Guys, can you see my candle? Aww. Just like they do on my birthday each year. What is it like out there where they glow? Now that I'm older, Mother might just let me go. She ain't going to. She gonna be mad.